Welcome for this lecture. Today we are going to discuss standard time functions and Laplace transformation of this standard time functions. In a previous class we have studied what is the Laplace transformation and how to apply it. So f of t is a signal in time domain. So Laplace transformation of that signal will be some integration of 0 to infinity f of t into e raised to minus st into dt. We have studied it and we have applied for the different types of signals. So today we are going to study standard time signal, standard time functions. What are those and which are those and which we are going to deal now. Okay. So there are three we are going to study. Okay. First one is a step function, and another one is a ramp function, which is second one. We can say a ramp function, and the third one is impulse function. Okay, impulse function. Here we have to observe what is this step, ramp and impulse. Okay, so step is, let's define this. These three are your standard time functions, and remember these three. A step function is indicated as f of t and will have its unit step also. Will have a unit step, where unit step means its magnitude will be 1. We have a ramp function which will be indicating it as f of t again, but it has we have a unit ramp function also, that is indicated by r of t, and impulse response will be indicated by delta of t. We'll see each one of this definition and the signals, how it has to be represented. First one is a step function. As we said, its definition is f of t is equal to 0 when t is less than 0, and f of t will be a with the magnitude a for t is greater than or equal to 0. Let's see what is this greater than or less than zeros. So to discuss about this, you have to remember this graph. So this is our x-axis. Always remember for a time functions. So this entire x-axis represents this t. Okay, so it is a reference point 0. It is a graph. Okay, right side of ours will be positive t and left side is indicates minus t. Okay, and then y-axis represents magnitude. Okay, y-axis represents magnitude, that is f of t. It will be positive, and this represents minus f of t, which is negative in magnitude. Okay, so this side t will be positive and this side minus t will be positive, means here its value is 1, 2, 3 and so on. Therefore t here is t, wherever you can take t here or t here, t equal to 1, t equal to 2, t equal to 3, t equal to 0 and so on. Okay, here this part is t greater than 0. Okay, this part is greater than 0 because here we have taken 1, 2, 3 which are greater than zeros. So here this part is t is greater than 0. So if you are including this 0, then we have to say t is greater than or equal to 0. This part is. Okay, and in the graph, where this side if you are start mentioning its values, then it will be minus 1, minus 2 seconds, minus 3 seconds, minus 4 seconds and so on. So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and all are less than 0. Okay, these are less than 0. Your t may be here, t may be here or here and so on. So this part is called as t less than 0. I hope this is clear for all. Okay, which is greater than t. Here it is greater than or equal to 0. From this to this, and from this to this is t less than 0. This f of t y-axis represents a magnitude. It represents a magnitude of it. So this part, upper part is a positive magnitude and lower part is a negative magnitude. Okay, now step function is defined. Step function is defined as f of t equal to, its value is 0 when, or you can say for t is less than 0, means in the graph where t is less than 0 comes here, t is less than 0. Okay, this signal will be 0, means this signal will not be there, it is 0. But so this signal will be with a magnitude A for t is greater than or equal to 0. Where is greater than or equal to 0? This is a 0 and it is greater than 0. So your magnitude will be, this signal will be present with the magnitude A this side continuously. Okay, this is t is greater than or equal to 0. So this part you will have a magnitude of A. Everywhere it is A. This remains same. Okay, so this is a definition. Definition is f of t which is equal to 0 for t is less than 0 and its value is A for t is greater than or equal to 0, and this is the signal of step function. Now we'll have a unit step function. So this is definition and this is the signal. Okay, now we have a unit step function which is indicated as u of t. Okay, u of t, remember its magnitude will be always 1. Okay, now we can define same signal of a step function, that f of t will be 0 when t is less than 0. Okay, when t is less than 0, its magnitude will be 0, and when the signal will have a magnitude 1 when t is greater than or equal to 0. Instead of a magnitude, here we have 1 magnitude, that is called unit step function. So its magnitude will be always 1, need not mention. Just if you say unit step function means its magnitude is 1 into u of t. So this, from this side your signal will be present. This is about unit step function. We'll see a ramp function f of t. So a ramp function we can define that f of t definition we can see f of t will be equal to a into t. Okay, magnitude anything, a is a constant term. Okay, a into t for t is greater than or equal to 0, and if this is 0 when t is the less than 0, means in the graph t is less than 0 you have this side, so that's magnitude will be 0, means completely 0. But at f of t which is greater than, t is greater than or equal to 0, means from 0 to this part you will have a into t, that is indicated as like this. Okay, here a is, you can take a slope of it. Okay, so I cannot say it's a constant. A is a slope of this signal. Okay, so this is your ramp function. Definition is f of t equal to a into t. A is a slope where t is greater than or equal to 0. Where t is less than 0, its magnitude is 0. Okay, this is your signal r of t. Then we have a unit ramp function. We have a unit ramp function. We can define that r of t will be, slope will be 1. That's it. Slope will be 1. Where a was the slope, here that will be equal to 1. Therefore, you can define, here only we can define a is 1 now because the slope is 1. So then it will be r of t. So ramp function will be defining as r of t. R of t will be equal to t for t is greater than or equal to 0, and this is 0 when t is less than 0. So that time r of t will be present like this with the slope 1. Okay, that is unit ramp function, that is indicated as r of t. Okay, and now we have, so we have seen its definition. Unit ramp function r of t equal to t, it is greater than, where t is greater than or equal to 0, and then equal to 0 when it is less than 0. This time it will be 0. Okay, this is unit ramp function. And now we'll have a impulse function which is indicated by delta of t. Impulse function that is indicated by delta of t. This you can define saying that delta of t will be equal to 1. Always delta of t will be equal to 1 when t is equal to 0. Only one signal will be present, and this will be 0 when t is not equal to 0. Okay, delta of t will be 1. It is a impulse. So you can take it is from 0 plus t and it is a minus t. Your signal will be, impulse signal will be present only at this point, which is delta of t, okay, with a magnitude 1, right? So now this is at 0. The signal is present at t equal to 0. This other timing, that is t, is not equal to 0, otherwise it will be completely 0. Okay, these three are your time functions, standard time functions. One is step, we have studied step, and we have studied unit step among that, and the second one is a ramp, and in that we have studied unit ramp function. Okay, unit step is indicated as u of t, unit ramp is indicated by r of t, and then impulse response or impulse function is indicated by delta of t. Okay, we have seen all of this. Now we'll see the relationship between these functions, okay, between the standard functions, that is step, okay, step and ramp and impulse, how these three will be related one among each. Okay, so remember, we have whatever the signal we have taken of step will be of a unit step, and ramp will be of a unit ramp. Okay, obviously delta, that is the impulse function. Okay, now if you differentiate r of t, we get a u of t. You have to remember this. Okay, and differentiation of u of t with respect to t, then you get a delta of t. And if you know these two, we can take vice versa. So differentiation, if you do r of t's, then you get a u of t. Suppose if you integrate u of t, okay, it is reverse order. If you integrate u of t, you get a r of t, and if you integrate a delta of t, you get a u of t. This is the relation between the standard functions. So this chart you have to remember. Okay, now we'll find the Laplace transformation of these standard functions. First we'll see unit step function, that is u of t's. Since we know the definition of it, Laplace transformation of step function, so we know the definition, which is u of t equal to 1, its magnitude will be 1 for t is greater than or equal to 0, and it will be 0 for t is less than 0. So it's a function as we know. So Laplace transformation of u of t will be equal to integration of 0 to infinity u of t into e raised to minus st into dt. So u of t place what we have to substitute? Magnitude we have to substitute. It is nothing but 0 to infinity, and u of t is 1 into e raised to minus st into dt. So we get integration of 0 to infinity of minus st into dt. Only that thing we have to do, 0 to infinity e raised to minus st